Hey guys, let me just move this lighting. Sorry about this. Lighting is a bit dodgy at the moment. Uh, oh, okay. What have I done? Right, that's sorted. Right, where to start? I was supposed to have done this video days ago, but in all honesty, I didn't have the energy. I didn't have the emotional capacity to do it. I was drained, and to go through it again. Anyway, let's start here. My mum was diagnosed with her heart condition. She was in aortic heart failure. Because of other health conditions, she was too unwell for surgery, for open heart. So the next plan was a TAVI. Now, I don't know if anyone's ever heard of a TAVI. Now, basically, excuse me. Excuse me. A TAVI. It is a transcatheter aortic valve implantation. A minimal invasive procedure that treats aortic stenosis. They insert a new valve into the heart through a catheter in a blood vessel in the upper leg. It is not a stent. I will make that clear. Because everyone who found out at the time were like, oh, it's just a stent, don't worry. It should be fine. And I think that was the hardest, just give me a moment, that was the hardest thing to deal with is people's comments of, oh, should be fine. 1 second, I have found a phone. Right, got it. Let me just get some light on all this. So, the comments were the hardest to deal with. I found that really difficult because this is my mum. My mum's 73. And if I could have took it away from her, I would have done. My dad is 81. To watch him, the woman who is loved for over 58 years and been with, to watch him have to go through the worry at his age, it's horrendous. But they did tell us the risks, and because she was supported at the time, they told us what may happen. You know, I was there alone, which was difficult. It was more than difficult. My friend was going to be there with me, but she passed away recently. So, but she was there in spirit, I'm sure. So, getting back to the day, my mum went down to surgery. I was there in the room when she went down. I decided to go for a walk because he said it'd be at least 1.5 to 3 hours before I do anything. So I went to walk. I did what I got to do. I think I went home at some point as well in a taxi and come back half an hour later. I should have, the taxi prices were horrendous. It was £15 each way. Don't let me get started on TV in there. And then I come home. I went back to the hospital and I noticed the time. It was 4 hours past and I've not heard anything. So I phoned the cardiac theatre number they'd given me, and she says, your mum's no word yet. Okay. I phoned again half an hour later. No word. 6 hours later, I finally got news. And they said she's fine. She's done better than we expected. She's looking well. She's sat up. She's amazing. Blah, blah, blah. And I spent 6 hours crying on the phone to my relatives. And every time I spoke about her, I was crying. I then phoned my brothers, crying again, to let them know that she was fine. I think my youngest brother come up that night to see her. Yes, because we didn't get news well 8 o'clock at night. So me and my brother come up, and yeah, we sat and had some time, and everything was fantastic. The relief, it was like euphoria. I come home to my dad, and I'm like, she's doing fine, she's brilliant. She's sat up, she's just had something to eat, and he said everything gone fine. Next morning, my brother rung me, and he was just total panic, and he says, "You need to get to hospital. Mum's got to have a pacemaker." So my head was spinning. I rung the hospital, and she says what had happened is her heart had gone into arrhythmia. He said, "We did warn you this could happen," which they did, but I didn't need to be right now. It was a few days over the weekend. They said that she needed a pacemaker straight away. Then we found out that they was watching her to see if she did need one. This was on the Friday we found out. Thursday, sorry. Come Monday, we found out, yes, he says you definitely do need. She had a heart monitor on the entire time. Yes, you definitely do need a transplant. Okay. That was Monday, was my mum's 73rd birthday. So I was like, right, when? He said, well, I've got to have my dinner yet. So my mum was a very sarcastic Yorkshire woman, and she sort of said, well, yeah, you can't miss your dinner. And he went, no, I don't mean that. It was lovely, though. All the staff at the Northern General were fantastic. They looked after my mum amazingly. So they got her in the next day for the pacemaker. I've never seen her in so much pain. She had it done while she was awake with just sedation, but stayed awake the entire time. I think it's a local, it's called. And they said she could come home that night, if she was well enough. But when I got to the hospital, in all honesty, she looked shocking. She was shattered. And nurse took one look at her and said, I don't think it's right now. My mum had a night's rest, and by 7:30 next morning, she was raring to go home. She'd been there quite a while. And yeah, so I went and picked her up. My nephew did. Yeah, her grandson. He picked her up because both my brothers have got their own businesses and were working. And yeah, so my nephew picked her up. It was such a strain on our family. Big shout out to my cousins, Angie and Suzanne, who was there for me the entire time. When I rung them or text them, find that phone, they was there. And I thank them every day for that. My Uncle Alan rung me, which was lovely. He's a sweetheart. But getting off that subject, let me start on the taxi fares. £15 each way where I live. I was going twice a day to the hospital, and my brothers didn't realise how I was getting there. They just assumed I was taking my mobility scooter on a ride, because it wouldn't be the first time, to be fair. But yeah, no, I didn't do that. So it was costing £60 in taxis every day. About a week in, my brothers found out, and I was like, yeah, I've been catching taxis. And from then on, my youngest brother gave me a lift a couple of times a day up there. I won't accept lift back. Too much for him. My oldest brother, he arranged a lift for me, and my nephew a couple of times. Yeah. Now, let me get started on the TV. And this is out to not even to NHS, because it's not the NHS all the contracts with. I believe it's part of Sky, because they have Sky. Absolutely horrendous. For 2 days TV, it cost £19. We were doing it 2 days at a time because we didn't know how long we were going to be there. Third time, it was 28 for 3 days. So we had 2 days and a 3 day. On the final 2 days, it was just too much. These are pensioners. The pensioners, how can they afford this? It's horrendous. I saw old ladies in there who didn't have children who would help them and step in. My mum was one of the lucky ones. We stepped in, and I always would do, and my brother stepped in, both of them. Their own wives helped, and I'm forever grateful that they did. We all pulled together in different ways, but we all pulled together, because that's one fear, is that when anything happens, they're not going to be there. And these are people that I've not just people, they're my brothers who I've grown up with. They're my brothers who, as babies, we shared baths, we played on the street together, fought, we did everything normal siblings did. We built. My brother built a stupid swing for me, and I believed him. He used wool instead of chains. He was only young. I still think he knew what he was doing. I went on and cut all my hands. He pulled it up and he was laughing his head off as the wool sliced all my hands. Yeah, but we're siblings. Happens. But I just wanted to come and update you on things and my absence. I've got some drafts in my videos. My absence is purely because I'm just emotionally, I'm tapped out. I need new batteries. The walk from where the taxi dropped me off to the ward alone, it was 20 minutes to get to the ward. My dad has mobility problems as well as me, and his age alone, he couldn't get to see his wife the entire time because he would not use a wheelchair. Never. And I just find that horrendous. There needs to be a lot of change, accessibility at the hospital for others to get to each other, because they don't make visiting easy. And I accept that they're in hospital, but part of the plan should be, part of recovery should be seeing family members. And it's just not accessible. Anyway, I'm going to have a little gripe, not about the NHS as such, but how it were, because the nurses and doctors, amazing, all of them, fantastic. And we met the sweetest older lady. No, we met the sweetest lady there. We've got her address and we're going to keep in contact with. I just wanted to update everyone and just to let everyone know that I'm not being ignorant. It's just I am tired. I'm tapped out. I'm going to be posting some shorts. But I will be back up and running in a week or so. Just need a little bit of time to get used to things. It's a new way of life. It's watching that alarm at my mum. Could you have an alarm with a pacemaker? And it's the box that blinks the entire time of St. Jude's. So it's just a new way of life. And getting used to that is going to take some time for us all. So I am going to end this stream. I will be back up and running. I'll give you more on our hospital stay. I say our hospital stay because I was there all the time, twice a day. And how she's recovering, because you'd think when she come home, I don't know, I guess I just thought she'd be okay. You don't plan for the alarm going off when the electricity goes down, and the fear, and there's no aftercare. She's got no appointments to go and have this catheter, this pacemaker looked at. Stitches are dissolvable, fair enough, and he's done an amazing job. I'll show you the pictures eventually, just not yet. But there's no aftercare, there's no follow-up appointment, there's nothing. You just, here you had a TAVI, you had a pacemaker, bye. So yeah, that I'm going to follow up on because I'm a bit concerned about that. Anyway, thank you for listening, and please bear with me. Bear in mind, I do have my own health conditions. This has impacted on me as well. So just bear with me. Thank you for listening, guys. And when I come back, we're going to be catching a little bit and tune myself up. I'm deciding whether to go and do a foodie one or a cookie. But in all honesty, they're both boring. So I'm looking into something else, in something really different. I've got all my costumes have arrived, so I'm thinking of going a completely new way with this channel. I think you'll enjoy it. It's going to be fun. Right, guys, I'm going because this week giving me a headache. Right, bye, guys, and thank you for listening. Peace out.